Hello and welcome to my fourth unboxing video for Huel. This is my fourth box I've got in the subscription service. I hope the rain doesn't just screw this up. I'm going to try to get through this without it getting too rainy. So yeah, I've had this for a few days. I want to jump right in, so let's see what we got. Okay, first off I got some of the prepackaged noodles. There's two of them from Huel, and this is the other one I haven't tried. The other one was really good though, so I expect to really love that. I got some more nutrition bars. I already said I'm not going to buy these because Costco has some ones that are basically the same and cheaper, but I'm going to go ahead and try these. Also, it's summertime now and these are melting on me, and I am eating melted bars at jobs, but I'm just gonna have to deal with that. Also, I got some just like regular protein powder. I've been using the high protein meal replacement powder, which on the last one I loved. The first one I actually loved, and then the last one I just adored, actually. This hopefully is good. I guess you can do more scoops and have like a higher protein content. It's a little cheaper. I actually used that meal replacement yesterday just as a meal before a job, and it was really good and lasted a long time, kept me full a long time. I felt really good. So anyways, also I got 3 more meals. Yellow coconut curry, probably pretty much like the green coconut curry. Cajun pasta, probably like the other pastas. And spicy Indian curry. Hopefully that'll be good. All right, so I want to go ahead and try some of this so that I don't get behind. I'm gonna go ahead and try one of these bars. This is the chocolate fudge brownie. And I will say, I do think once you start using all this Huel stuff, they advertise this stuff like, oh, we want you to really try it to get used to it, to see how you feel. I do feel better. And I've noticed if I'm going on a job and I need to eat something fast beforehand, I can like fix a veggie burger or fix like some microwave meal, something like that. But I know if I fix the Huel meal in any form or fashion, whether I do the protein drink or one of these or one of this or a combination, I know that it's going to be better for me on my job. I'm going to be able to get through it without getting stressed out or feeling like I've eaten something heavy. It's just going to be way better with the Huel stuff. Oh, this one's kind of crumbled apart. Oh, it's got kind of like a tie-dye marble. These are a little different. It's getting all over my stuff here. I do like these. I like them better than the Costco ones. These will probably melt even worse. And this is definitely my favorite one so far. Chocolate fudge brownie. It's $30 for this box. And I've noticed, so all of this was $176. I think they give you 20% off on your first order, and then it's 10% off after that. So It's all, it's really expensive and then just expensive. Well, these are expensive. Some of it's expensive. This stuff is not so expensive, although some of these are kind of gross. Some of them are better than others. Some of them are kind of gross. On the last one, I did the chili, and I liked it when I heated it up to begin with. But I did some where I would heat it up way ahead of time and then eat it later in the day. And then it ended up that later in the day, when it was cold, it was not as good. And then I didn't eat all of it, and then I saved some for the next day. And then it was like not good, and I didn't eat all of it, and then I saved some of it for the next day, and I was just gonna finish it off. It was super gross. So the chili, it starts getting grosser and grosser as time goes by. Whereas with some of the other ones, it wasn't so much like that. Yeah, I gotta say, if I was gonna keep getting these nutrition bars, or whenever I do buy them again, I would just get this one. This one, out of the 5 different ones, or 4 different ones, however many. Yeah, I've tried them all now, so it's 4 different ones. This one is standing above the rest, for sure. Okay, I want to actually open some of this up. They are upside down. You get 8 of these in a box. The instant meal cups. Actually, I don't know what the title of this one is. They're spicy noodles. I'm gonna try that one here in just a second. So I've got this sitting. You're supposed to let it sit for, it's got the instructions right on here, 5 minutes. Although in my experience, it's better to let it sit for as long as possible. But I'm gonna put a timer on for 5 minutes, and I will check it then. While I'm waiting, I can go ahead and do a protein drink. I got the vanilla here, 20 grams of protein for 1 scoop. So I suppose you can do 2 scoops and it not be that big of a deal. I'm just gonna do it with almond milk as usual. Although on that other one, I do extended reviews on a lot of these because initial versus more experience is different. There's not a very good organized way for me to do that. So I just throw it in here. I did do that coffee flavored yesterday without almond milk, or a few days ago, and it was still pretty good. That stuff was pretty dang good. This is just regular old vanilla, no crazy flavors. And then I'm putting it in vanilla almond milk. So should be kind of average, to be honest with you. Got the micronutrient blend, potassium citrate, bunch of other stuff that I'm sure is good for you. Uses pea protein and faba bean protein. That's a new one for me. Also hemp seed protein. It's got some vegetable fiber in it as well. I think most protein mixes don't have that. So yeah, I'm gonna go try this right now. All right, let's try this out. The rain is getting worse. Hopefully it's not that big a deal in the audio. That's a pretty good tasting vanilla. You would think vanilla would be kind of ordinary and bland. Nope, my noodles are done. I'm gonna give it another 5 minutes. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's like that vanilla bean, kind of fresh vanilla taste. I mean, for me, I would always choose chocolate over vanilla. I honestly don't know why people would have two options of chocolate and vanilla and be like, vanilla. I'll take the vanilla boring option. But since like I have chocolate bars, other chocolate shakes, I've got so many other chocolate options, I can jazz it up with one thing that's vanilla. And this is pretty good. It's very refreshing. I think it would be good cold. It might actually be okay just in water as well. All right, I'm gonna stir these noodles. Yeah, see, I can still tell that some of them are kind of crunchy. 5 minutes is not long enough. On these, it doesn't actually say that you have to like keep the lid on it, but it seems like that would be better either way. I'll probably start doing 2 scoops of this just to match that 40 grams of the other type. I don't know if it's a good habit to get into just drinking all of your meals, but some people do it. I know people get that Soylent stuff and they just do that every day. It is a little bit cheaper and convenient. So I don't know. I might start trying it. I bet if I did a lot of this and I had some Whole Foods meals that were cheap, I would be pretty well off. I need to start doing some like green shakes. It's hard to stay in the habit of that. But if you do, it seems like those would be pretty quick. And actually, what I've always wanted to do is a CSA. I don't know if those are all that popular. Maybe with COVID, those went down. But I really want to get into a CSA. And I just want to get those boxes and not even care that I'm, only one person using it. I'll start giving away the extra vegetables and stuff. We'll see. CSA would be really cool to utilize. And it's coming up on summer, so there should be some good ones around. Although, unfortunately, I do keep hearing that a lot of farmers markets are just kind of scams. But I'll find one that's not a scam. Okay, these noodles that have had almost 10 minutes, and it's only supposed to have 5. Now that I've stirred it up and it's had 10, it's soaked up the water pretty well. So I think we should give it a shot. There's a spicy, and I just don't know how to pronounce this word. It's like a Chinese word. Spicy Chinese noodles. I like spicy stuff. So far the spicy stuff in this has not been too spicy. Although I can see the chili peppers, or whatever the peppers are. All right. This one's pretty spicy though. If you don't like spicy stuff at all, do they have like a spiciness level listed anywhere on here? I'm not sure. I would give this like 3.5 level spice. It definitely kicks on your tongue a little bit, but I do like it. Unfortunately, these are more expensive, but I do like it. And they have actually been coming in handy when I'm like cleaning up and doing dishes. And I've done all my dishes and I've got everything clean. And then I need to eat lunch. So these have kind of come in handy for that. And I just wash a fork real fast, I guess. Huel also has like instant versions of the meal replacement shakes. That seems like such a waste of money. But I can see how you can just like grab one of these and grab one of those, and together that's kind of a meal. Yeah, it's actually, no, that's a level 4 spice. Once you get several bites on you, the spice starts to build up. This is one that is spicy. But I will continue to eat these. I will go through all of these pretty fast, for sure. Okay, so I just have the instant meals left, and hopefully I'll do at least one of those tonight. We'll see how I like those. Okay, I am trying the Cajun pasta first. Pastas are generally the best ones, especially those ready-to-fix pastas. Even though those ready-to-fix ones, not only are you paying more because they're in the container, but those like have better ingredients and stuff. They've got like it's the last one said like fava bean protein in it. So interesting stuff like that. The protein mix had fava bean protein, but the noodle cup had like textured protein, little bits in there from fava beans, which I thought was kind of interesting. Something I've never heard of. So I'm doing a pasta one. I've let it soak for 10 minutes. It still seems like it could use another minute. I don't know. They say 5, I do 10. I've kind of just learned how much water you can put them. And so I went to the Y, and driving there I had a thought. Do they have chargeable, portable water kettles? And I looked it up, and they do. So that's going to kind of be a game changer for me. So I can just get one of those and then use that to fix these on the go and not have to fix them ahead of time. Like that chili one that I was talking about before, you do it ahead, it's not very good. So you can just bring that portable one, fix it there. I can use it for tea and probably other stuff too. So that's kind of interesting. Anyways, Cajun pasta. Let's see how it tastes. It's still kind of crunchy. You've got to let these soak for so long. This is a little spicy. As far as the pasta stuff goes, I'd say I probably like this one the least, but it is certainly not bad. But seeing as the pasta ones are like generally the ones that I like the most, I'm probably going to get the other pasta ones first and just kind of get those. It's another one where some textured protein of some sort would probably help this out a little bit. A couple of the other ones, I started putting this stuff from Trader Joe's that's also just dehydrated stuff. I don't know, it's like protein crumbles or something. Actually, I don't even think those have that much protein in them, but it's just like ground. It's like dehydrated ground. It's generally for like spaghetti or something like that, but I just put it in there and soaked it with it on some of the other ones. I think I did it with the chili, and that worked out pretty good. Oh wow, so this one does say protein 25 grams. So I think that's a little bit more than some of the other ones. The other ones I'm pretty sure were like 20 grams, so this one's a little bit higher. Of course it has micronutrient blends and stuff. Now these have magnesium. A lot of people are like short on magnesium, so they take magnesium supplements to help with stress. So having some of the magnesium in there probably helps with that. This has vitamin B12, folate, B6. It's an even 400 calories, just like the other ones. I'm trying to find what the protein type is. I think some of the other ones, they were like protein noodles. It's probably the same protein noodles, but it seems like this is a little bit more protein. I don't know. I can't find it on there. This one actually did kind of thicken up kind of nicely. I suppose I could trade out on pastas. You know, they have the subscription models where if you don't change it, it'll just start sending you the same thing. So once you find out what you like and you just want the same thing constantly, it'll just send you the same thing. But yeah, I could still go in there and like, you know, get this pasta, that pasta. I don't want all of them to just be pastas. I do wish some of the rice ones were a little bit better. Yeah, this one's it's getting thicker, and the pasta is getting softer as time goes by. So this one seems like it needs maybe 15 minutes soaking. Okay, it looks like it does not have the protein pasta. It just has dried penne pasta. And then it has textured pea protein and pea flour. Pea protein, textured pea protein, pea flour. So I do see little bits in here. I guess that's the textured pea protein, which that's what a lot of plant-based protein powders use, is the pea protein. Although they use that other stuff, and then they put pea protein in their instant meals. Dang, I had rain before, but the cicadas, it was like they're almost just as loud. I hope that's not coming up in the audio. It gives these pro tips of add toppings. So like some of them, that Trader Joe's stuff works or tofu works, but it says such as fresh herbs or hot sauce. I wish they would suggest something that might go good with it. Because I actually have no idea what would go good with this. Apparently this company is in Brooklyn, New York. I did not know that. Okay, so the Cajun pasta, like I said, is about as good as the other pastas. All of these have like a whole host of spices that has listed in them. And this one you can kind of taste the spices. For some reason, all the pasta ones are better. Although, as far as the pasta ones go, I would probably rank this one a little bit lower than some of the other ones. Maybe if you like Cajun food, well actually if you like Cajun food, you'll probably be a little bit offended by this. But I think Cajun food is not my thing anyways. So this one will probably be one that I only use once I've gotten tired of the other pastas. On to the next one. Okay, now I am trying the yellow coconut curry. I actually wasn't that excited to try this because I eat a lot of Thai food and I would always just get the pad Thai, and if I don't get the pad Thai, I will get the green curry. But this is yellow coconut curry. So I figured yellow was like inferior to, green is going to be better. But it's got, should be pretty good. I assume adding tofu and hot sauce will still make it better. Although right now it's just in its pure form. I let it soak for 10 minutes, just like I usually do. So let's see how the yellow coconut curry tastes. Man, I don't taste coconut at all. Coconut curries have like coconut cream in it. It does say it has coconut milk powder. It says it has raisins too. I don't see any raisins. It's actually kind of weird. It does have 25 grams of protein. Maybe that's actually normal. I don't taste coconut milk. I don't really taste much of any of these spices that they are saying. I don't know why. I don't know why some of these are lacking flavor. Yeah, you gotta add tofu and hot sauce to this just to taste anything, really. No. Green curry. Green curry was way better. Oh, I found a raisin. There's one raisin. Could barely taste the raisin, even though it was right there. So Huel does have a problem that you can't taste the spices. I think spices don't really last as long as some people think they do. Like, I will buy a jar of, say cumin seeds or coriander that I use with Indian food, and those like little jars last forever unless you're making that stuff like every day. Those things will last like, I have some jars up there. I have cloves, 12 years old. I've had the same thing of cloves for 12 years. And I've used the cloves in a chili recipe that I use all the time. Spices just don't last that long. So Huel might be having a problem where they're not selling a lot of these and they're sitting on the shelf. And they were great when they first made them. And I'm just getting something that was made like a year ago and just isn't that good anymore. That's what I'm assuming. Yeah, I wish the company all the best, but all these are still in like version 1.0. Until I hear that there's an update, I'm probably not going to. Some of these I'm not going to keep buying. It's whittling down to there's only maybe 3 that I will buy on a regular basis. The yellow coconut curry is not one of them. Although for extra spices, I guess you can add raisins to this. You can add more raisins and give it something. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, well, I'm getting all of these done in one day, and I'm very proud of myself. This is the last thing in the box and the last of the instant meals. So after I try this, I will have tried all of them, and I will do like a top 10 or a 10 ranking video. There's 10 of them, so they're all in the top 10. So the 2 so far in this box have been a little disappointing. Hopefully the spicy Indian curry will not be, although I expect that it is disappointing because the rice and quinoa meals generally are, and this is another one of those. Also, I had rain, then I had cicadas, now I have the AC that just came on. Hopefully these things are not messing up my audio. Either way, let's see how this is. So, spice hot-wise, even though this is called spicy Indian curry, it's pretty low. This does taste like Indian food at an Indian restaurant. The spice, as far as herbs and spices, as far as that goes, I can taste them here, fortunately, thank God. Maybe people actually buy this and it hasn't been sitting in their warehouse. I know that this is only going to taste good hot, just like the chili though. I really like Indian food too, so maybe that's kind of why I like this. But thank God I can actually taste the spices here. As far as the rice and quinoa stuff goes, this is one of the better ones. If you don't like Indian food though, this tastes like Indian food. And from what I can tell, I go to Indian restaurants and I'm the only one in the restaurant a lot of the time until it closes. So I'm surprised that this is actually flavorful. And this is decent. I would still rank probably all the pasta ones higher than this though. And I think it needs something else. A lot of them, it's like I don't know if I would add tofu. You might add chickpeas. Maybe add some lentils. Add some lentils in some hot sauce. Might help. Although it's saying, add herbs. I wonder if there's some kind of fresh herb to add to this without it adding too much cost. Okay, that is my fourth box. Stay tuned for more.